This video is addressing key message number 7, which is that curiosity and communication deepen understanding. So the other part of this message, that was kind of using vocabulary. The other part is curiosity can deepen understanding. Math comes more easily, makes more sense if you can develop that kind of curiosity. If you notice patterns, if you look for connections and you're curious about that, if you ask questions, you ask questions to have somebody explain it to you in a different way. And if you don't rush, if you just kind of sit there and think about it, like that whole piece we just did may not have made sense to you. But if you go back and view this video again, kind of watch a little bit of it, stop the video before I move on, think about it, then go a little further, things might start making more sense. This time we're going to look at patterns. So my hint here is look at A and G. What do you notice? I notice that 5 plus 3 and 5 plus negative 3 both equal 8. They both have the same answer. Look at B and H. Same thing again, they have the same answer. So negative 5 plus 3 and negative 5 minus negative 3 both equal negative 2. They both have the same answer. So what could we say about plus 3 and minus a negative 3? We've been sort of talking about this already. Let's look at another couple pairs. Look at C and E. They both have the answer of 2, right? So 5 plus negative 3 and 5 minus 3 both equal 2. What about D and F? Negative 5 plus negative 3 equals negative 8. Negative 5 minus 3 equals negative 8. So they both equal negative 8. So what could we say about plus negative 3 and minus 3, or take away 3? Let's go back up and answer that first one. When I look at that, I realize that when I see minus negative 3, I can just add 3. That's a pattern I've seen, and if I were to try that with more numbers, I would find the same thing. If I had 6 plus 8 and 6 minus negative 8, I would get the same answer for both of those. So I could do a bunch of patterns and I will see that consistently. Same with what might we say about plus negative 3 and take away 3, or minus 3. When I see minus 3, I could just add negative 3. Or if I was supposed to add negative 3, I could take away 3. So finding those patterns can help you develop rules that then maybe make more sense. For some people, doing it this way, noticing the patterns and thinking about it and then making rules works better. For some, what we did previously, where we took vocabulary and just used the words differently, can make a difference. I encourage you for integers to figure out a way that makes sense to you. I encourage you to be curious and to talk about math. Sometimes just even talking it out loud to yourself, like reading the problem instead of just looking at 5 plus negative 3, might not make as much sense as if you talk to yourself and you say 5 plus negative 3. Okay, that's like going up 5 and down 3. And even saying that out loud to yourself can be helpful. There is an assignment that goes with this, where I'm going to ask you to do some of this thinking and come up with some sort of explanation for a couple of problems.